Hello everyone and welcome to another LEGO Star Wars review. Today we're going to take a look at a really cool set from the 2015 range of LEGO Star Wars products, and this particular set comes to us directly from the original Clone Wars animated series. For those of you that may not be familiar, the original Clone Wars series aired in around 2003. It was shown on Cartoon Network and it was created by Genndy Tartakovsky, who you may know as the creator of cartoons such as Dexter's Lab, the Powerpuff Girls and so on and so forth. So it had a very definitive style to it, and there were some really cool characters, ships and locations seen in that particular series. And as I mentioned, this particular LEGO set is one of them. It's something that I've really wanted to own for quite some time in Hasbro form, but the LEGO version will suffice, and it's a very cool set. It is none other than this one, set number 75087, Anakin's Custom Jedi Starfighter, also known as the Azure Angel. Now this is an absolutely awesome set. I really do like this one. It retails for $39.99 and it consists of just 370 pieces, so the price per brick ratio is fairly on point. But the finished product, you know, I was really surprised to find out that there was only 370 pieces in this set, because the finished product just looks so big and bulky and really cool and hefty that I was expecting it to have just so many more. So quite a surprising build. Very, very fun, and as I mentioned, the final product, as you can see from the box art there, looks absolutely fantastic. Now, before I jump into the specifics of this review, I do want to give a massive thanks and a shout out to Brandon and the team at BRICKMARKETPLACE.com, who were kind enough to supply this set for a review. BRICKMARKETPLACE.com is an online retailer based in the US who sell tons of LEGO. If you're looking for LEGO Star Wars, any other theme within the LEGO range, Brick Marketplace is a great place to go. And they also have a blog as well, which is really, really cool. And it actually offers quite a lot of activities for parents to use with their kids that involve LEGO, such as numeracy skills, literacy skills, and things that they can use in the classroom. But as I said, it's for parents to use at home with their kids. It's a really cool learning resource, and if you want to check it out, the links are down below in the video description. So once again, a big thanks goes out to the team over at BRICKMARKETPLACE.com, and hopefully I'll be teaming up with them in the near future to bring you some other very cool LEGO Star Wars reviews. So onto this particular set. As you can see, this is the front of the box, and we get some really nice artwork on there. Just down in the bottom corner we get a rundown of some of the minifigures that are included. We do get Anakin Skywalker and his Astromech Droid, and we get a brand new version of Asajj Ventress, which is a really cool minifigure and one that I really can't wait to show you later on in the video. On the reverse side of the box we get a rundown of some of the features that Anakin's Custom Jedi Starfighter has, and as you can see we've got some action shots down the side as well. So a very cool looking package for this one. Now let's take a look at the set itself, and as always with these reviews we'll kick things off with the minifigures, and the first one we'll take a look at is the owner of this Custom Jedi Starfighter, and that is of course Anakin Skywalker. Now this particular minifigure is the exact same one that was released with the 2013 Republic gunship, so there's been no major detail or sculpt changes with this figure. It's the exact same one, but it's very, very nice. Personally, I would have liked to have seen a battle damaged Anakin, obviously showing the effects of his battle with Ventress, but this figure will suffice. It's a very nice attempt and a really cool version of Anakin, obviously from Attack of the Clones, but it does represent Anakin as he appeared in that Clone Wars animated series as well. So as you can see, great printing on this figure. We've got a really nice facial expression, which is double-sided. So on one side, as you can see, we have that very angry, battle-ready expression, and if we flip the hair around, we do get a rather calm and collected expression on the reverse side. As you can see, we've got some awesome Jedi tunic printing as well, both on the back and front of the figure. We've even got that Padawan braid just draped over the shoulder as well, the utility belt there as well, and of course Anakin's trademark blue lightsaber. It's a very cool figure. The only thing that this guy really needed was a robotic hand, as obviously at this stage in the Star Wars saga Anakin does have the prosthetic hand after his duel with Dooku in episode 2. But you know, it's not a major issue. It's a Lego figure. It's not a major complaint by any means. So moving on from Anakin, we do of course get a droid counterpart, and in this case it's not R2-D2, but it is this guy, and this I believe is known as R4P22. Now this is the exact same Astromech Droid that we saw released with the V-Wing Starfighter from 2014. Again, no major deco changes, just the exact same figure, as you can see with the red dome and the red highlighted details on the torso there. He does fit nicely into the droid socket on the Jedi Starfighter, so when we take a look at the vehicle I'll show you that in action, and there's a very cool feature involving this minifigure as well, so we'll take a look at that in just a bit too. And the final and third minifigure that we get in this set is of course none other than this guy, or this lady in many ways, Asajj Ventress. Now this is a very, very cool figure. I really do like this one. It's actually the first Ventress figure that I've owned in Lego form, and it is of course based on her slightly altered appearance from the Clone Wars animated series from 2003. Obviously she looks a little bit different in the updated Clone Wars that aired in 2008 onwards, but you can still tell that it is meant to be Asajj Ventress. One really cool aspect of this minifigure is the fact that you've got the curved lightsaber hilts, which are of course unique to this particular figure. You've got a very nice, very menacing and sinister facial print there, with those white eyes. Looks very cool. You've got the sort of dark Jedi robes as well that she wears. Very strong, vibrant red blades on the lightsabers as well. And then around the back of the figure we do have a continuation of that robe printing on the back, and we also have some tattoos printed on the back of the head. So a really cool minifigure, and definitely my favourite from this set. It's the most unique, it's the brand new figure that's included in the set, and she does go hand in hand with Anakin. So she looks very, very cool in action. So if you're not a fan of the particular vehicle that I'm about to review for you, this definitely is worth picking up for the minifigure. But as I said, enough about those. Let's take a look at the set itself, and as I mentioned, this is a really, really cool one. So here it is. This is Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter, as I mentioned, also known as the Azure Angel. And this one has a ton of really cool features. I really do like the overall design of this set. The vehicle itself looks very, very cool. And it's just a winner in my book. Really, really nice overall. Now, in terms of the actual design, obviously this is a modified Jedi Starfighter, so it does retain the triangular shape, but there are a few extra additions that Anakin has made himself. We do have a couple of hyperspace engines just on the bottom of the vehicle there. Obviously those have been added so that Anakin doesn't have to go through the hassle of hooking up to a hyperspace ring. He can jump to light speed, or hyperspace even, just using those engines on the bottom of his ship. We also have a couple of hoods at the front there, which obviously accommodate the engines. We've got an extra wingtip at the back there, just behind the cockpit, and some extra wingtips and firepower on the sides as well. Now, in terms of overall features to the particular Lego set, there are quite a few. And as I mentioned when I gave you a look at R4P22, who is of course the Astromech Droid featured in this set, there is a very cool feature involving him. Now, obviously, you'll see R4, if I just zoom in there, in the droid socket. You do have to turn his dome sideways to get him to look forwards. But as you can see, there is R4 in the droid socket. Now if we come around the bottom of the vehicle, you will see this Technic piece poking out of the bottom. Now this actually operates as a lever. So if you want to eject your Astromech Droid in a case of emergency, you can do so simply by pushing up that lever from the bottom, and the droid will fire out quite rapidly as well. So that's very, very cool. Just demonstrate that for you without the zoom, just so you can get a decent look at that procedure. Very cool indeed. The cockpit itself does disconnect from the entire Jedi Starfighter, and I think this is a feature that's very similar throughout most of the Jedi Starfighters released by Lego. This is something that was featured on the size A tin Starfighter that I reviewed for you a couple of years ago. So I'm assuming that that's a design feature that's consistent throughout most of them. Obviously we do have a opening canopy which just opens up like so, and inside we do have seating area there for Anakin himself. Now just behind Anakin's head we'll see a small grip which does contain a couple of binoculars as well. And you'll also see in the cockpit there is a control panel so that Anakin can see where he's going and what he's firing at. So very, very cool. Obviously that canopy closes up. Just on this side we do have a sticker to apply, and then the whole cockpit area can be clipped back onto the vehicle like so. So really, really nice overall. Fits in really well and looks very, very cool. Now, as I said, there is a bit of extra firepower on this particular Jedi Starfighter, and these extra cannons are located on the wingtips at the side. Now we do have non-functioning cannons which are obviously there for decoration and screen accuracy, and we also have a couple of flick fire missiles that are attached just there as well. Obviously you just give those a tap at the back and they'll fire out. And also underneath the vehicle itself we do have a couple of rubber attachments which allow you to store additional missiles should you lose the two in the launchers. We also have retractable landing gear, which as you can see is located at the front. That operates on a hinge piece and just folds up inside the vehicle like so. You can also slightly position the hoods that just cover the hyperspace generators as well. These are on a ball and socket joint, so you can position those fairly easily and fairly freely. And again, they look very cool as well. Now, there's not a ton of stickers to apply with this one. I did show you the one located on the side of the cockpit. We also have the sticker that's in the cockpit area itself, and there is a sticker there for the Republic emblem as well. So not a major amount of work involved in applying stickers. And as you can see, the general colour scheme of Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter is blue and white, and this is just comprised of various Lego parts rather than stickers on smooth panels. I do think we have a couple of stickers just at the front as well. There's one long one down the front strip there and a couple at the side. Now you will notice that the colour scheme is very reminiscent of Plo Koon's Jedi Starfighter, so obviously it was necessary to make these extra adjustments to the vehicle just to make those two Starfighters stand out against each other. So I think I've covered just about all the bases with Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter. I don't think I've missed any of the features out. If I have, be sure to let me know in the comments section below. We also have a couple of stickers on the front of the hyperspace generator as well, just before I forget those. But yeah, it's a decent vehicle, one that I'm a really big fan of. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I've really wanted to own this one in Hasbro form for so many years, but never got around to picking one up. Never even found one at retail really, so I never got the chance. But now that LEGO have released it, this one more than satisfies my needs for owning that vehicle. And I'm very, very happy with this set, and I think if you guys pick it up, you will be too. Awesome set, comes with some fantastic minifigures, and all in all, it's definitely worth the purchase. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you do want to pick this set up for yourself, be sure to head to the video description where you will find links to BRICKMARKETPLACE.com, who once again were kind enough to supply this set for a review, and again a huge thanks goes out to them. So I hope you've enjoyed this review on Anakin's custom Jedi Starfighter. Once again, set number 75087 from the 2015 LEGO Star Wars range. And once again, a very cool set. So as always guys, I want to thank you for watching this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I'll be back to give you a look at a battle pack from the LEGO Star Wars range next. So stay tuned for that. And until next time, as always, thank you for watching. Keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.